If you're looking for an honest real estate update on what's happening in the market, you've come to the right place. In this video, we're going to be looking at Oakville and the latest stats that just came out for the month of October. So let's get right into it. And like I said before, this is not going to be any sales bias, no sales pitch at all. This is just numbers reporting straight from the Toronto Real Estate Board. Now, what I've been doing is I've been keeping track every single month for the city of Oakville, and you can see here the peak of the market was in March, where over 400 homes sold in the Oakville on the Toronto Real Estate Board. Now that has been dropping every single month since then, and in October there were only 172 homes. This is everything in Oakville, like from condos, detached homes, semis, every single thing added together. Only 172 homes sold. That would make it a drop of 58% in terms of sales activity. Now let's look at the Fourier comparison. I actually uploaded a video of this a few minutes ago, but somebody, Dino, I'm going to give a shout out to Dino. He pointed out there was an error in the math here, and so since I have no video editing skills, I'm just going to do the whole video all over again, but I have fixed the number, so thank you, Dino, for pointing it out. So what I did was I'm doing a 4-year comparison. So this is October of 2019 all the way to October of 2022. And you can see here, like pretty much every single type of house is here. So for example, a detached house was selling for $1.3 million in 2019. And then it shot up to 1.6 in 2020. And it went up over $2 million in 2021. And just last month, they were selling for 1.86. These are average prices. And I also want to kind of get your feedback on this because I see what's happening in the real estate market like day to day. But what do you guys think? When is the bottom? Like, do you guys think we're close to the bottom? Or are we still like 6 months out, 1 year out, 2 years out even? And do you guys think we'll ever reach 2020 prices? Because even though a lot of cities are reporting prices below last year's prices, they have finally dropped below last year's prices, but they're still quite a bit higher than 2020 prices. So do you guys think we'll ever reach 2020 prices again, or that's like old news? So semi-detached, this is where my mistake was in the last video. They were selling for $757,000, and they've been going up ever since then. And they were up to 1.3 last year, and now they're selling just above $1 million at 1.03. Condos in Oakville, they tend to be a bit all over the place because they do have a lot of multi-million-dollar condos in Oakville. So sometimes what happens is a $5 million condo will sell 1 month and it shoots up the average like $300,000 in 1 month. It does not mean that market improved $300,000, but that's the story of average prices. So now let's look at what's been happening this year only. So the market is down in terms of average prices. For detached house in Oakville, they're down 25% in value in just a matter of a few months. Freehold townhouses are down about 20%, and condos are down 8%. In most other cities, the condos are down anywhere from 10% to 15%, and detached homes are down like 25 to 30% in most of the cities I've covered. So, so this is how much they're down since the peak of the market. And it does take me a long time to prepare this kind of stuff. So if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff without the sales bias, please subscribe because it cheers me up and it helps out the channel a lot. So now let's look at average prices month by month. A detached average price this year, this is every single month. You can see here it peaked in January at 2.49 and now it is down to 1.86. In October, that would make it a drop of $631,000 in just a matter of 10 months. They've dropped over $600,000. So that's average price for a detached house in Oakville. If you guys want to look at median prices, they've dropped $650,000 since the peak of the market. And the peak was again in January. They were selling for $2.3 million. And freehold townhouse average prices, same thing, the peak of the market in terms of highest price was in January. They were selling for 1.43. They have dropped to 1.14 in October. That would make it a drop of $291,000. And let's look at median prices for freehold townhouses. they are selling just about $1 million. They're selling for 1.08. That would make it a drop of $326,000 since the peak of the market, again, which was January. Now let's look at average prices for condos. This is what I want to show you guys. This is what I mean by like Oakville having high-end condos. Average price for a condo right now is $824,000, and in August it was $1 million, and in May it was $831,000. So you can see here, like, even though the market has been on a decline since April, the prices have actually been going up in Oakville for condos. But that is not necessarily the case. It's just like I was saying before, because they do have high-end condos, which kind of screws up the average for every single month. But if you look at median prices, they tend to be a bit more stable, especially in Oakville. You can see here, median prices, they are actually down to 646, and they have been right around 650 range for the past 5 months. So they have dropped $154,000 since the peak of the market. That is median prices for condos. Now, I also want to look at a price breakdown, like which price range is doing well, which was doing the best at the peak of the market. Because some people say, you know, like, well, average and median prices don't give the whole picture. So, like, which ones are still selling? So, at the peak of the market, you can see here, these three, they were selling the most. Like, this was the most popular price range, which is $1 million to $3 million. That was the most popular price range because, yeah, like, good luck trying to find anything under $1 million back in January, February, and March in Oakville. But now let's see how they have changed in a matter of like 7-8 months. You can see here, hardly anything is selling above $3 million. That's all the way down here. I would say that's closer, less than 10 homes every single month selling over $3 million. The $2 million to $3 million range, that was all the way up here. That has been going down every single month as well. They are down below 25 homes per month, which is still a lot. You know, I don't know how people have that much money, but yeah, they do. Right now, the most popular price range is $1 million to 1.5, followed very closely by this price range, which was like you can find anything, you know, $500,000 to $1 million right here in blue. So that is the change in, you know, like the market if you guys want to break it down by price range. Now, like I said before, I do updates every single month on every single city that I can find data on. So if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, please subscribe, because it lets YouTube know, like, okay, you know, people like this kind of stuff, and then it pumps it out to more people, which cheers me up. So thank you very much. If you guys are watching this again, sorry about that. There was a mistake in the numbers, so thank you, Dino, for pointing it out. I fixed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.